Sega.
Pico Mouse on behalf of Destructoid. We're here at the Sega headquarters with Kieran Brigden. He's showing us Shogun 2. So, if for those of you who are not familiar with this series, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, of course. Total War is a series which is PC strategy. It's a combination of real-time and turn-based strategy. You have a turn-based campaign map, very similar to Civilization or Risk, and then you control all of your battles in real time on the battlefield. Total War's been running for 10 years now, and the Shogun 2 features kind of the Japanese era of feudal Japan, or Sengoku Jedi, which is kind of the era that's famous for all of the kind of ninja, samurai, geisha kind of mechanics and machinations.
Okay, what are some of the differences between this game and its predecessor?
Well, we got the obvious, which is the technical differences. So we push things forward in terms of graphics and mechanics and everything else. All of that looks and feels a lot better. But I think for Shogun 2, we got maybe two principal big differences. One is about the immersion and kind of character of the game. We really want to get back to a time when people really kind of invest emotionally in the game. That you have an empire that you care about, you have characters that you raise. So we've introduced an RPG system to the campaign map to help that happen. So you really feel like your agents are yours. You develop them over time and you kind of commit to them. They're not just expendable nobodies on a map somewhere. And then the other thing, of course, is we've added a huge kind of multiplayer component this time around, and it's pretty massive. So you kind of have a permanent online presence as an avatar. You have an online campaign map which you can work your way through and unlock rewards, and indeed different unit types and various other things, and of course a whole kind of clan system as well, right? We've got an online persistent avatar system whereby your general's unit is yours and grows with your achievements. Every battle you fight means something. You're able to kind of rank this guy up, you gain XP, you unlock skills for this one unit in your army. You can customize it, paint it and create it, and it exists in a kind of consistent and persistent online world. And you go through taking all these different provinces on the online side of the game, unlocking new things, new armor sets, new retainers and everything else for your avatar system. And then of course, beyond that there is the clan game, which is absolutely massive. So we have a huge kind of tiered league system for the clans, which means that anybody can jump in and be part of a team and be part of a kind of a communal effort. It's a very big addition for us. So in addition to all of the multiplayer modes of play, like just dropping in and playing a single battle against someone or playing a campaign game with someone else, now you have this kind of persistent, ongoing online presence, which is a first for the Total War series in Shogun 2.
And I heard something about a special edition. What exactly will be in that?
Well, having thought about it, I probably shouldn't have talked about that, but you know what, it doesn't matter, I'm going to tell you anyway. Basically, we wanted the kind of the special edition to mean something, so it's got a lot of in-game content, and one of the really cool things that you can get is access to a unique faction called the Hattori, who are basically like a kind of a Machiavellian, underhanded ninja kind of faction, and their whole thing is bonuses to the kind of underhanded dark arts of assassination, the usage of ninjas both on the battlefield and politically. They're one of the unique factions that are available in one of the special editions here in the States. Say no more.
Being an English-based company, what kind of research was put into making a game about feudal Japan?
Well, we're quite lucky. We have a very good staff of researchers and writers, and these guys are extremely good at picking out kind of primary and secondary source material. So everything from going to museum exhibits, reading documents from the period, whether they're letters or kind of military manuals and battle plans or action reports. All of these things are kind of studied to make sure we get it right. Then we kind of bring in academic expertise as well. So we get people like Professor Turnbull, who's a very notable academic expert on this particular era of history, and they bring in all their expertise and all their knowledge as well. And then of course you combine that with just a general passion for the era, and people really want to dig into it and make sure it's done right. We're lucky because we've had a lot of praise from from kind of Japanese sources that we're doing this right. And of course we benefit by the fact that Creative Assembly is owned by Sega, which is a Japanese company, so you get access to some Japanese resources, and that really helps.
What is the platform, and when should we see it in stores?
Well, it's PC only, and you should see it in stores, I believe, in the United States on March the 15th this year. And as for a Mac version, well, stay tuned.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you! And of course you.
Yes,
yeah.
thank you.
I like your badge.
Thank you. It's cute.
There it is, look.